At the Beaconsfield School, we report based on assessments that students sit. We send these reports home twice a year. The reports represent assessments that take place either in lessons or sometimes we'll sit formal assessments in the gym, particularly at year 11 and in the sixth form. Assessments might take place as questions and past papers. The grades that we report on are working at grades. So this might encompass various smaller assessments that have happened inside lesson times, as well as pre-assessment material as well. I wanted to give you a bit of a run through regarding our assessments and the grades and what they represent and how to know where you're going and where to go next in terms of the work that is being produced. On our reports, we also report on an attitude to learning and homework scores. These are graded A to D. We would typically expect students to be at a B. A's are going above and beyond. Students are working extra, they're asking for the extension work or they're doing extension homework pieces. So a B grade is a really good grade. C's are a bit more of a cause for concern, where we would like students to up the level in terms of what they're producing or the quality of work, or maybe they've missed one or two. D is a real sign of cause for concern in terms of that the work is not being produced, we're not seeing it, it might be very limited in what is being produced, the quality and effort that is going in as well is not quite there. As I said, that is for attitude to learning and homework. So a D grade attitude to learning might be behaviours are not conducive to learning in that environment. With the reports, on the second page, there is a number of information that you would see. There is contact details for the mentors, as well as department email addresses as well. So if you've got a particular pastoral need, please contact the mentor in the first place. To know which mentor group your child is in, at the top of the report it will say name and mentor group, so you'll know which mentor group that will be. If you've got a concern regarding a grade or particular subject area, you can email the particular subject and get that information from them. On the back of the report is ways to support your child, key dates that are coming up, and also attendance. We really like our attendance to be above 96%. As you can see there, 96% attendance is 182 days attended and 8 days of absence in 1 year. Just to give you a bit of a run through in terms of the grades on the reports, they are 9 to 1. So we've gone from an A to sort of E and F system to a 9 to 1, 9 being the highest grade. In year 7, these grades would be sort of anywhere from a P, that they're progressing towards the grade, to anywhere from sort of 1. There might be 3s and 4s in there as well at year 7. But typically, we'd expect that maybe students would be getting 1s and 2s. And their trajectory going across, we'd expect them to be progressing along. I've done 2 bars here for the 2 assessment points in each year group. So you can see that sometimes they might be sort of staying at those points. You'll see plus and minuses on the report to give an indication of how far in or how far away they are of those grades and those marks. Here, this blue line sort of picks out a trajectory. It could be very typically that a student is getting a grade 1 in year 7, and there's no reason that that wouldn't end up being a 9 as they go through at GCSE. That is very much dependent on the student though, of them working hard and completing all their work, doing the extension work, and basically that application to their learning. Leaping up 1 grade each time is quite an achievement. So to do that, that application does need to be there. But there's nothing to say that just because they've got a grade 1 in year 7 that they couldn't get those high grades at the end. Also, we know that children's paths are all different. We know that some students actually their aiming will be for 4s and 5s. So think about actually the steps that they need to take to get there. And it might be that they're going from a 1 minus to a 1 equals to a 1 plus and to a 2 minus, 2 equals and a 2 plus, and being on a 2 plus at the end of year 9, and then needing to leap up to the 3s in year 10 and then up to the 4s in year 11. Also, some students as well, we know that for them, that they will be sort of going along at the 1s and 2s and 2s and 3s might be where they're coming out. It's very much as long as the students try hard and put in their best application, that is all we can ask for them. It is think about their own path and their own lines. Also, we know that students, some subjects, they'll excel in much more. They might be more maths based and be doing really well in maths. And then other subjects they sort of struggle slightly more in. It might be they're quite creatively minded and the art and DT are their particular strength areas. It is about making that progress over the next 5 years. So actually progressing up each time and progressing up at each assessment point as well is what we would be looking for. So typically we'd be looking at sort of grades 1s and 2s in year 7. In year 9, some subject areas still have got a maximum grade that have been issued of 4s, but some subjects are then issuing 6s. And as I said, it's about maintaining that. Some of the GCSE content might not be coming into year 10 and 11, and also how the work has been assessed might change slightly as they go to that GCSE point in year 10 and 11. Big things for students: being organised, make sure they've got their equipment, charged devices. All of these things are going to help them in terms of getting the best out of their learning. Knowing when their assessments are, using the PLCs that are on the websites, their personalised learning checklists, and using those to help them with their engagement, and trying their best in all lessons. That attendance is a huge thing. So we want students to be in school. 20 days of absence is actually equating to a 90% attendance, which would be a real red flag for us in terms of attendance. Our aim is 96 and above. So we want students to be in school and attending. So please make sure that if they're not in for any day, that actually contact is quick in terms of why they're not in, and make sure that attendance is there. If you have got any further questions or queries regarding the reports and assessment points, please do get in contact. I'm Melissa Tynegate, and you can contact me via school, email and on telephone. Thank you very much.